Hey everybody, it's Kory here. Good morning. As you hear the roosters crowing in the background, it is a beautiful February morning. I figure with the sun shining today, I say we go for a drive. Let's go to Cougar Gulch. So grab shotgun and come along. So we'll start our drive today from downtown Coeur d'Alene. We're on Sherman Avenue here, heading west towards Cougar Gulch. And you'll notice the buildings. They're all built the turn of the century, from the late 1800s to the early 1900s. These buildings have all been redone, and they house now some of the best restaurants and shopping that you'll find anywhere. It's a really cool place. These gas lamps on the street and these trees are all lit up at night. It's quite a spectacle once the sun goes down. So, downtown Coeur d'Alene, we're on the west end here. You'll see to the left, that's Lake Coeur d'Alene out there. This is the resort. And we're heading north now on Northwest Boulevard. To the left is Coeur d'Alene City Park, the North Idaho College, the baseball fields, and they're building a new park. So we're going to head north here for a little bit. You come off of Northwest Boulevard, and we're going to cross over the Spokane River. The Spokane River starts at Lake Coeur d'Alene, runs all the way into the Columbia River, and then from the Columbia River out into the ocean. Used to be a seaport at one time. Lake Coeur d'Alene, that is. And as you can see from the map here, this is where we're driving. The blue lines indicate starting on the right of the map in downtown Coeur d'Alene. We crossed over the river, and we're going to follow the 95 up into Cougar Gulch, and then we're going to do a loop. And you can see from the lines, this is the route that we're taking. So we're going to turn off the 95 here onto Cougar Gulch Road. Now Cougar Gulch, the actual community, well, let's just look at the map here. You can see from an aerial that it has open land and it has timber. And it's hilly and flat. It's just a really unique part of Coeur d'Alene. Back on Cougar Gulch Road here, you'll notice to the left, that is a wild bird preserve. We have birds out there anywhere from bald eagles to ducks and geese, and really cool place where the birds hang out. We're continuing on Cougar Gulch Road here. Let's talk a little bit about the real estate. So real estate here is going to run anywhere. The bottom was price-wise going to be about $400,000. And it's going to go all the way up into a couple million. The typical home out here is going to range anywhere from $600,000 to $800,000. So it is not the most cheap place to live in Coeur d'Alene. It is, however, one of the more desirable places. And as we continue on Cougar Gulch Road here, we're going to make a right-hand turn onto Meadowbrook. And as we go up Meadowbrook, at the end here, you will see we come up on a plateau. And we'll continue to talk about the real estate as we come up here. So you can see it opens up the butte at the top of the hill here. It's all farmland. You've got country living. Some of these acreages are anywhere from 5-acre parcels up to 20-acre parcels. Some of them are even bigger than that. But you've got homes on acreage, and people out here have a rural lifestyle. They raise their small livestock. They have their horses, and the homes out here are true country living. And you can see the beauty of the mountains in the background and the blue skies. Just a good example of what North Idaho has to offer. And want to talk a little bit about public land. This area up here in Cougar Gulch does not have a lot of public land. Most of this land up here is owned privately by homeowners. So if you're into riding your quads or riding your horses, this is probably not where you're going to want to be. You're going to want to be on the other side of the lake, or up a little further north towards Sandpoint and Hayden, up in those areas. But if you're into having a home in the woods with the interplay between the meadows and the trees in a really beautiful area close to town, then Cougar Gulch is for you. As we come to the end of Meadowbrook here, we're almost to the end of our loop. We come up on Cougar Gulch Road again and back on the wild game bird preserve. So we just did the full loop. So that's Cougar Gulch, guys. Again, less than 10 minutes from downtown Coeur d'Alene. And now when you're looking on the internet to see what Cougar Gulch has to offer, you know what we're talking about. Take care now.